In this video, my bro, we are in my setup, and today I come to recommend to you a product that just arrived to me, which is this here, my bros. For those who don't know, it's a cable. What the hell are you saying? It is a cable. It is a DisplayPort 2.1 cable. As you already saw in the title from this video here, and this cable here, bro, is going to be very useful to us. What games are, obviously for, but it will also obviously be useful for work, design, and to really see at 16 kilohertz to 60 hertz. I mean, my monitor is not 16 kilohertz, obviously, nor is it 8 kilohertz. But if you have a 4K monitor, you will be able to enjoy 4K resolution at 240 hertz. In this case, my setup, I am using a normal HDMI 2.0 cable, and you will notice the difference. And my monitor is a quad HD monitor, or that many of you know as 2K, and it's 240 hertz. And if you can see, it is limited to only 144 hertz. And here I bring you the solution because this cable here is DisplayPort 2.1, which obviously surpasses what the HDMI 2.1 cable is, and also to HDMI 2.0, which would be the normal HDMI that we find on any PC. This product, my bro, leaves dust on those cables over there, since it offers us 80 gigabytes of bandwidth, where it allows us to use 8K and 16K resolutions, or 4K at over 240 hertz without compression. Ideal for those with monitors over 360 hertz with a low frequency. It's ideal, bro, for gaming for both Fortnite and Valorant, because this here gives us zero input lag. It doesn't give us tiring, much less ghosting. Only pure performance we're gonna have, bro, with this cable here. And obviously it is compatible with both the G-Sync y FreeSync, obviously, if your monitor allows it. Because if you have a basic 60 hertz monitor, obviously you won't be able to use it. This cable here, if your monitor does not have those technologies from there. And the truth is that it took me a long time to arrive, but I want to show you how this looks from here. Okay, the first thing that comes to mind is obviously, is your manual good, your instructions, more than all this cable here. It is 2 meters long and has a good design. Bro, it's mesh and it's all Gucci. This here, as I tell you, I'm going to use it as my main monitor. This is this one from the Titan Army brand that they also have it below in the description of this video. This monitor here, along with the cable, is that this monitor from here, I am using it on my console. And another thing is also the color quality, as it is 10-bit HDR with studio precision, and it obviously has a higher sharpness than HDMI, which makes it ideal what video editing is for, whether in Vegas Pro Premiere and also for streaming. But I also want to clarify that this here is also designed for cards. Modern graphics, obviously from the 4000 series on Nvidia, and AMD's RX 7000, well, we can use this cable without any problem. Obviously, if we have RTX series 2000, we can also use this cable from here, and we can also use them with monitors that have frequency of 480 hertz. We can use this cable here. We will be able to enjoy that cup of update with this cable here. And we're going to see it really cool on our monitor, for example. My monitor is 240 hertz. So I'm at 240 hertz, bro. I'm already very used to it. But with this cable here, what it gives me is greater stability, and it reduces my input lag for the 80 gigabytes of bandwidth that gives you this cable here. And here we have the logo VESA certification. So all Gucci. This cable here, this one here, it would be the HDMI cable that I mentioned. This is the normal one, the one of a lifetime that you can find anywhere, but you can already see that physically. You can practically see it the same, but with a difference in connection and data transfer because it handles it better compared to HDMI 2.0. Here it is gold plated. What is the DisplayPort connection? That is, it is seen here. Folding and all good quality. That is, it is hard to bend. That means, bro, it's too long. This cable here is 2 meters long. And as I already showed you here, this here is limited to 144 hertz. Now what I'm gonna do is let's see the cable size comparison, because this cable here is 2 meters. And the other one basically, I think is 1.5 meters. And you will see the difference in the quality of the cable, because this is where I feel, bro, the difference in quality. Look how you can fold this here. This is very, very hard. So that's telling us that it's good quality. As I was saying before, it was supposed to have arrived several weeks ago, but I had personal problems and I couldn't receive this here on time. So I'm coming up a little late, in fact, this video here, because I wanted to upload it for a long time. Because as you can see, you are seeing my setup, that in reality, my setup here will no longer be. Otherwise, it will be somewhere else. But before making those changes, I wanted to show you this product that I got to the setup lately for the channel. And on camera, it is not noticeable, but I want you to see the difference in length. Bro, is worth it. This is where the old cable ends. And this one here would be the new cable, bro. This cable here is extremely long. And obviously the new one is blacked out. And this other one, the old man. Well, no, even if I do this, I'm afraid the old man will get hurt. But I'm not going to damage it because it's still useful. But this one here, my bro, I can crush. And it does not get damaged, and it remains flexible yet. Okay, this is quality here, but good quality. And now, my bros are connected. The wire. DisplayPort 2.1. The previous cable I had was an HDMI. My normal bro had it connected here at 144 Hz. And now, it does allow us to go up to the 240 Hz of the monitor at the resolution, obviously Quad HD. And the difference is quite noticeable, because now that we have the 240 Hz unlocked, now the PC looks more fluid. The setup looks much better, for example. Here is the wallpaper I have. It looks much better because it was limited to 144. I can raise the Hertz here to 240 Hz. What makes fluency and the wallpaper image look much better? But obviously, all this looks much better here in what video games are. I'm going to show you what it looks like inside Fortnite. Bro, 240 Hz. We have everything unlocked, since obviously there are also differences with a cable display by normal, which would be the DisplayPort 1.4, which would be the normal DisplayPort cable that I usually call him, because that cable there only has a bandwidth of 32 gigabit, and this one here reaches further double, that is 80. Another of the differences are that the resolution maximum that the DisplayPort 1.4 reaches, it is 8K 60 Hz with DC compression, and this one here reaches 16K resolution at 60 Hz or at 8K at 165 Hz without compression. That is, you are understanding what I want to tell you, that this cable here, bro, gives us a frequency much larger than a normal DisplayPort cable. And what are the monitors for? 4K, here comes the good stuff, because with a normal DisplayPort cable, we can reach 4K at 120 Hz. But with this cable here, we can reach 4K and 240 Hz. And obviously, it also improves so much in what is HDR, since it has HDR10 with better color range. And brightness also supports G-Sync FreeSync, but it makes it more stable. Obviously, the normal DisplayPort also supports it and is compatible, but this one here gives us greater stability, greater efficiency, and above all, it is designed for the future of gaming in the competitive too, and for monitors in 4K or 8K, since it will be uncompressed and without loss of color, with a frequency of up to 480 jerks and 1080p, obviously. And many of you are also asking me, and why Derek make this video here just talking about the cable? Because this is going to be an introduction, bro, for a monitor that is coming to me, which is a monitor 4K at 165 Hz and 1080 resolution. Well, it gives me 360 Hz. I'm waiting for that monitor to arrive. From there, to use along with this cable here, and we're going to see the raw power. It's going to have this cable here compared to a normal DisplayPort cable, because obviously this cable here is already prepared for the future. So for all the people who want to go check it out, this cable here, because they also have the link below in the description of this video, which just arrived to me, so you can go check it out without any problem. It is not expensive at all, and thus they would also be prepared to have future, because equally you can connect it to Yo. It's not expensive at all, and thus they'd also be prepared to have future, because equally you can connect it to your monitor. If you have a normal DisplayPort, you can connect it, because that is also prepared for the backward compatibility, so you can use it without any problem. With nothing more to say, see you in the next video. Bye.